Hello everybody and welcome to Board of the Studio. This will be the last tutorial video that I plan to be doing for a while. I really do need to do something else on this channel than just do boring fundamental stuff. Anywho, today we'll be taking a look at shading an object. And to be fair, there's a lot more about shading than this video here, and hopefully this video won't be too lengthy. I have noticed while I'm editing that my videos are being way too lengthy. In 44 minutes, who the bloody hell managed to look all through all of that? What this video will provide you with, however, is a good starting point. This is a good way to start your drawing skills when it comes to shading. For this tutorial, you are going to need some kind of material. It doesn't really matter what. Today, it's less about the material and training your hands, and more about just getting you started on shading. And for that, you need a material that you are comfortable with. So it could be watercolor, it could be dry pencils, it could be just lead pencils, ballpoint pen. Me, however, I am doing this digitally today since I'm too lazy to set up my cameras. But first, a warm-up. That's sorted. Anywho, let's get started. Now, when it comes to shading, every single tutorial or beginner's book will tell you to do one thing and one thing only, and that is make a cube, and then pick up a light source, and then shade the cube accordingly. And what that is, I will show you right now. Right. What the usual tutorials tells you to do is to pick up the light source, or how should I put it? Make the light source somewhere, and to do that we can do this by using a three-dimensional arrow like this. And if you have watched my other tutorials, you know how to make a good arrow in perspective and also in 3D. Now, how does this affect the cube? Well, as we can see here, this surface here will have most light. Surface 1, most light. Not 10. Surface 1, most light. And this surface here will have the second most amount of light, and this third face here would have the least amount of light. And you could show this by either, if you have a ballpoint pen, start shading it in like this. Oh no! By the way, do this, shading everything. You can do this if you are using a pencil or ballpoint pen or whatever you are using. It's shading everything. Then you start off shading these two surfaces, surface 3 and surface 2. And then you just start do some more shading on surface 3. And then, as we can see, we have a moderately well lit box here. And also, if you want to be a bit more accurate about this, here in the Photoshop is very simple. We can mask off our edges here. Take a moderately light color, place it over the whole thing like this. Lag. And then we take and mask off little surface here. Take an even darker color, shading in like that, and then we re-mask off this area here, take an even darker color, and we continue shading. And now we have ourselves a three-dimensional box that is shaded. Neat, huh? Anywho, let's deselect that and let's delete that layer. Right there. Yes. Right there, layer. Yes, I'm turning Svinglish here. Right. Now, what we're going to do instead, we're going to do a little bit more complicated shapes than just cubes. Why that is? Well, these shapes will show you a lot more about shading than just cubes. And what are the shapes? Well, it is spheres. So we are going to make a couple of spheres here. Right. Now, let's see. Let's change our light a little bit. So we have two light sources, and that will be a lot easier to explain stuff. Right, let's see, we have a sphere there, we have light source there, light source there. And we can name this sphere 1. Sorry, I'm doing this in Swedish now just because I'm too lazy to do it in English. Right, the differences in lighting we are going to explore now is the differences between soft light and hard light. So for instance, from this light here, we will have a hard light, and from this lamp here, we will have a soft light. What soft light and hard light means is basically how the shadows look like at the object. A small light source gives harder shadows if so it has a hard light. For instance, the sun on a sunny day, that will give a heck of a lot of hard light and a heck of a lot of hard shadows. However, soft light, that is from a very large light source. So for instance, think about a cloudy day, there's no real defined shadows anywhere, and everything is just soft and muddy. So that's the real difference between soft light and hard light. And how does that affect our balls here? Let's see. Let's pick out a good color. Let's see. Let's turn them. Let's turn them red. Now, what our light sources here tells us is, excuse me. Is that our main focus point, the highlight, meaning the brightest part of the ball, will be somewhere around here. That will be okay if I did it on the right layer. Layer here, it will be right there, and also here, somewhere. Although I should be moving that little layer around. Right, there. Now we have the light sources pointing at the right places. Right, highlights there. And that also means we are going to use some perspective knowledge in order to know where the shadow will start on our balls. You'll see in a bit what I mean. Now, remember my other tutorials where I told you that a completely circular object, meaning a cylinder or something, when it's turned into its perspective, it turns into an oval. And also remember what I said about minor and major axes. For instance, we don't have any perspective minor or major axes. We have the light source as our main axis, meaning this axis right here. So by cheating a little bit and using a little circle in Photoshop here, delete it down, we are going to determine how the light will fall off on our ball. Right now I am trying to line up my minor axis, meaning these 2 points here, with our light source axis here. There. So now what this will mean is that our shadow on our balls here will be around this point, this line here. Meaning that darker surface 3, as you saw before, it'll start around that point. And there we have ourselves a ball with a hard light shining on it. Right there. Now, as you can see here, I have done this to a very extreme by not having any kind of shadow blur at all. If you could blur it up a little bit, it will look a little bit more realistic. And also, when it comes to balls, we do have our shadow here at the bottom, or on the opposite of our light source, I should say. And also we also have a highlight, a bright part right on top here. And there we have something a little bit more realistic. And now this isn't really good enough for a hard light. Let's make this surface a little bit harder by making my airbrush here a little bit harsh edged. Let's see. Now here we have ourselves our hard light, with our shadows starting here, as I said, and our highlight here. So in effect, if we interpreted this as our cue, this would be surface 1, right layer, surface 1, surface 2, and surface 3. And this is the formula for when it comes to shading. We usually have one highlight, one mid-tone, and one darker tone, and that is something that happens for every single time anything is shaded. Now let's look at soft light a little bit. As I said, soft light, that is when the light source is very big. So for instance, soft boxes that for studio photography, that gives off a very soft light, and that will soften up shadows a lot. So for instance, if we instead of use that one, deleted it, and then we took this layer, copied it over, and then we did some magic on it. By starting off by softening up the shadow here, right, and that was very simple. I sound surprised. And however, this is soft light. It follows exactly the same rules as the hard light here. So, for instance, if we duplicated this layer, take a lasso tool here, select this one, and then move it over. It will really just follow the same rules as the hard light. Just the only difference is it's a lot softer. Let's see. Let's erase this to make it look a little bit more clearer. Yeah. Right. What more can I say about this? Not much really. Let's move on. The next thing we're going to tackle is the problem of shadows. This is rather simple, at least for these shapes, but when it comes to other shapes, it may be a little bit complicated. However, I will try to simplify the process of calculating shadows for you. In our case, let's see. Let's take this ball here. To calculate the shadow for our ball here, we are going to follow this major line here, and we are going to make a couple of lines straight down. Alright, I'm going to make this on the right layout. Make a couple of lines straight down in parallel with the lines here. Why it's supposed to be parallel here? Well, I'm taking this as if the light is very far away from the object, and when it is far away from the object, let's see. I need to make another layer to explain this. If it is far away from an object, if the light is far away from an object, light source here, then it almost becomes parallel. However, if the light is very close to an object, the lines will be very triangular towards the object. So first, this is instance here we have something extra triangular, and here our shadow, let's make this another color just to show you. Our shadow will be almost as big as the object itself, just a little bit bigger. Here the shadow will be a little bit bigger still, and here the shadow will be massive. And here I am pretending that the light source is very far away from the object. So that's why we're making these lines parallel here. In our case, we do have a spherical surface. However, it won't become spherical on the ground here. It will actually become somewhat oval. And now again, this has a little bit to do with perspective and whatnot. So let's pretend these lines here are the edges of a cylinder, and this little oval here, and the cylinder in our case is having a angular edge, kind of like if it had been sawn off in a 45-degree angle or something. And also where this little oval shall be here, we will mark that out by making a little line just on the bottom here, and that will be parallel to the ground, and like so. And now we can move this ellipse up a little bit so that the major axis, as we could see here, is touching that line. Major axis meaning between these 2 points. So that's just about it. And now we're just going to shade the bottom here into a lovely color. And now we have ourselves a good, nice little shadow on the ground. Now also, if you want to make this a little bit more realistic, it's also almost always a little bit harder edges on the shadows here close to the wall, and it gets softer and softer the further away we go. And that's due to the fact that that we live in an atmosphere of air. So the light rays, they will bounce around in that air, and if it is close to the object, it doesn't have that much time to bounce around and diffuse. However, if it is further away from the object, it will have a lot of time to bounce around and diffuse. And this is what a hard light looks like. And we can do this exactly the same thing for our ball here. And we can make it look like it has shadows for a hard lit object. Right, that's kind of what a shadow from a hard light looks like. And as you can see, the shadow is a lot sharper here than with the soft lit object. Okay, at this point you might be wondering what happened to the keep the video short promise. And well, I just realized that I have about an extra hour of material just for this tutorial, so unfortunately I can't keep this short. So what I will do is finish the video here and cut up the remainder of the tutorial in multiple parts. If you liked this video, please click the subscribe button and also the like button if you really did enjoy it. And I will see you next time here on board of the studio. Bye!